Good morning students. So our next topic of Android is Android application component, which is the component of the essential building block of Android application. For the Android for the Android programming, we need to understand first the files which we included in a program. That files or their components are important or essential part to write our code. So the component of the Android application, which is activity, service, broadcast and receiver and content provider. So activities I provide the user interface or user interaction between the screen. Then services that handle the background processing associated with an application. That means key many services we are using in a mobile or in an Android. So that services will provided by the service component. Then broadcasts and receivers that handle the communication between the Android OS and application. Content provided that handle the data of the database management issues. So the next topic is activities. So activities is represent the single screen where the user interface. That means when you use any mobile or any mobile display, that display shows the home page or the applications all over the screen, and that representation on a single screen, that feature is allocated or that feature is designed by the component, that is activity. So activity is a subclass or activity is a class of the main programming or main home page. So the activities represent single screen with a user interface. For example, an email application might have one activity that shows a list of new emails, another activity to compose an email, and one of the reading email. If the application has more than one activity, then one of them shows to be marked as activity that present when the application is launched. That means in single screen there are so many activities are available. For example, if you sending a new email, for that new email you get the option of compose email. That compose email you get the options of like CC, then BCC, then email address to put your address. There are some space. So these are all activities are included inside the main activity, and that feature is allocated by the activity component. So for that you need to write the class name, that is activity, because in that particular page you have to done or you have to put some activities. So you need to create one class, and that class name is activity. And the Android coding or the manifest coding is totally depend on Java. So the Java or JavaScript language we are using in Android. So the class name, that is the essential part of the coding. So after the public class code you need to write your class name in activity. So activity component shows us the single screen activity for the user interface. Then next is services. So what services can provide? The services is a component that runs in a background to perform the long running operations. For example, like if you are playing music, or other than that, if you are using an Amazon website in your mobile, so first you are check that website, then you select the product, then you done your payment. So this is a very long process. So this long process is supported by the component, that is service, and for that service you need to use a class name service. Then broadcast receiver is a simply represent the broadcast message from the another application or the system. For example, application can also initiate the broadcast to let other application know that some data has been downloaded to the device and available for them to use. So this broadcast receiver will interrupt the communication and will initiate the appropriate actions. A broadcast receiver implements the subclass and broadcast receiver class, and each message is broadcast is an intent object. So broadcast receiver means what? Whenever you search the anything in a Google, like suppose any movie name, any file name, any word file, So you just search or you just search on a Google, and after that you select that file and you start to download. So that download notification you will get that your file is downloaded successfully, your file is in running position, or your file is in uploading position. That notification comes from the activity which is broadcast. So broadcast is the activity where you can receive the response which is comes from the background. Then content provider, the content provider component supplies the data from the one application to another on a request. Such a request are handled by the methods of context resolver class, and the data may be stored in the file system and database or somewhere is entirely. The content provider is implemented as a subclass of content provider class and must implement a standard set of APIs that enable other applications to perform transactions. So content provider is a component which supplies the data from one application to other on a request. For example, like if someone is send message to you, or someone is send email to you to fill up this form or submit it on this link, तो उस टाइम पे आप लोग क्या करते हो, फॉर्म को फिलअप करते हैं, देन यू सेंड टू द दैट IP, or you just send that email to the particular address. So that is the content provider feature which supplies the data from your device to the another destination. So these are the 4 total activities which is the important or essential for the Android, and for each activity we use the same class name for that particular activity. Like suppose for the activity I can use the class name activity, then for the content provider I use the my content provider class. So it is easy to identify the Android programming that which activity is going on or which activity we are doing. Then next is additional components. Apart from these 4 activity, we also use some component that provide the construction of that entities and logic. So there are the another additional component which is fragments, views, layout, intents, resources and manifest. So fragments is the represent behavior or portion of the user interface activity. Views is a UI elements that are drawn on screen including button, list and forms. Layouts views hierarchies that control the screen format and appearance of the views. Intent message writing component together. Resource is the external element such as the string, constant and drawable pictures. Manifest is a configuration file for the application. So the additional component provide the additional feature for us. For the views or for the best layout, we can use this kind of the components in Android. Then this is the Android Hello World first program. So now we will start our first program in Android. Before that you need to download Eclipse IDE. That steps I already discussed. So Eclipse IDE is the software where we can use the Android as a platform, but instead of this you can directly download Android Studio also. If it is not possible to you, so you can download Eclipse IDE which is provide the Android features for the programming. Then the first step to create the simple Android application using Eclipse IDE, follow are the some steps. File new project, and finally Android new application wizard from the wizard list. Now your application is a Hello World using the wizard. So simply these steps are followed in a Java JDK. If you are aware about the Java programming, then you can easily understand this. In Java also we are start with the application name, then project name, then package name. So simply we can write our application name which is Hello World, then project name same Hello World, and the package name is com.example Hello World. This is the simply steps which we are follow for the Hello World. Then after you need to step next, click on the next step and follow the instructions to keep all your entries as the default till the final steps. Once your project is created successfully, you will have the following project screen. So after some steps you will get this screen. You need to type your package name, then file name and also the class name. After that you will get this screen, and then you need to create your manifest file which is the home file or the main programming file which where you can write your program. Then after your program will be start. So in a Android or in a Eclipse you don't need to write this particular code. This code is available ready-made in that screen. You need to just add your class names and the main programming code which you want to run. Like suppose I want to create a login page or sign up page, then I need to write a code of the sign up page directly here. Then I don't need to write all these packages name and class name here. This all feature I get ready-made, or all this feature will provided by the software. So many applications or many platform are provide the Android coding ready-made. So you need to understand what is exactly you want to write. So first, if you write only the hello program, then you need to just add some 3 or 2 lines of the hello code, and this is also available on a Google. So you can just search out the hello program code for the Android, so you get the whole coding. You need to just copy that code and paste here, so your program will get run easily. So for this all steps, first you need to download Eclipse, which is a software where you can run the Android project easily. If you are not interested in Eclipse IDE, then you add or you can download the Android Studio. This is another software where you can write your Android programs.